Hi everybody, we are going to learn about education and its functions. At first, we must know what is education. Let's see what is the meaning and definition of education. Education. The word education derived from Latin roots. They are as follows: educatum, that means to train, act of teaching or training. Educere, to lead out, to draw out. Then third one is educare, which means to bring up, to raise, to educate. These are the meanings of the word education. Next one is definition of education. Let's see some important definitions. First definition is education means the bringing out of the ideas of universal validity which are latent in the mind of every man, given by Socrates, which means we have to bring out the talents and potentials which are hidden and dormant within us. Next one is, by education, I mean the all-round drawing out of the best in child and man, body, mind and soul, according to M.K. Gandhi, which means we can bring out best in the child by education. Education will make us perfect individual. Next definition is, education is a natural, harmonious and progressive development of man's innate powers, pastology, which means we can bring out the inborn talents from children through education. Next definition is, education is the development in the individual of all the perfection of which is capable, quant, which means we can make individuals with all potentials and talents. These are all the major definitions of education. Next, let us learn the functions of education one by one. So, functions of education. Education performs various functions, includes all those activities and experience which prepare the individual to engage himself in activities of his own good and good of the society of which he is an integral part. Let us discuss some of the functions of education. They are as follows: progressive development of innate powers. Almost all psychologists states the first function of education is to develop the inborn capacities like love, affection, curiosity and imagination, etc. Next one is all-round development of personality. Another important function of education is the total development of individual's personality. It may be noted that total development of personality includes the physical, mental, emotional and social development. If any of these aspects remains undeveloped, the individual will go astray in some areas of human life. Next function is character formation and moral development. The basic instincts of an individual are allowed free play, they will develop into barbaric activities. If these activities are redirected and modified into healthy channels, the individual's behavior will become desirable and conducive to his own good and the good of the society. So, the function of education is to build a strong moral character of the child by molding his basic instincts. Next function is inculcation of social feelings. An individual is integrally related to society. This is because an individual develops himself in and through the society in which he lives. The social qualities as love, fellow feeling, kindness, cooperation, tolerance, sympathy, and sacrifice have to be developed in children by education for development of healthy social feel. Next one is creation of good citizenship. For a good and great country, its citizens need to be good and dynamic. Education is the creative process which prepares and develops the qualities of good citizens like sense of responsibility, fellow feeling, cooperation, service, sense of duty, and qualities of leadership. So next function is social reform. Another function of education is to bring about social reforms and social progress. For this, education removes all blind beliefs, useless traditions, and evil customs which obstruct the progress and development of society. Next one is adaptation to environment. Adaptation leads to life, and maladjustment leads to decay and destruction. So education teaches this adaptation, so essential for life and existence. The function of education in human life is to teach adaptation and adjustment. Next function is modification of environment. Education includes good habits in human beings. By means of these habits and capacities, he is able to modify his environment according to his needs and requirements. Hence, education does not teach adaptation only. It also develops the capacities to mold and modify the environment according to changing situation and circumstances. Next function is preparation of life. Life is a continuous struggle, and an individual faces various problems from time to time in his life. Education develops his capacities and powers to the full, so that he is able to face those problems with self-confidence and solve them successfully to his own good and good of the society. Next function is training for leadership. Success of democracy is possible only with efficient public leadership. Hence, democratic structure and working of our state will be possible only when it is run by able, experienced, devoted, and dynamic leaders. Those able leaders guide national programs of development in political, social, cultural, and economic field. Education provides this training for leadership at all levels. It inculcates the required values in the people who develop the needed qualities of effective and efficient leadership. Next function is national integration. India is a country of rich source of diversities of languages, religions, castes, and modes of living. The education system should achieve unity in this diversity. Education should solve all these problems of national dissensions and strive to attain the much desired goal of national unity and integration. It should inculcate a feeling of oneness in all the people, irrespective of all types of differences. I hope you all understand what is education and its functions well. Thank you all for your listening. Thank you.